ऑलराइट, चलिए आप लोगों को आवाज आ रहा है अभी? लेट मी नो इन द चैट बॉक्स कि आप लोगों को आवाज आ रहा है या नहीं. सो आई थिंक एवरीथिंग इज परफेक्ट एंड आज का हमारा तीसरा दिन है, ठीक है, जिसमें बिना किसी ग्रामर रूल में उलझे एक एडवांस इंग्लिश लर्नर की तरह मैं अमोल देशमुख आपको इंग्लिश बोलना सिखाऊंगा. कल का जो लाइव सेशन है उसमें थोड़ी सी दिक्कत आ गई थी और उसमें मुझे लगता है कि कुछ टेक्निकल कारण की वजह से आप लोगों को क्या कहते हैं कि कल आवाज़ नहीं आई थी. सो आज वो चीज़ नहीं होगी. अगर होती है तो आप मुझे प्लीज़ लेट मी नो इन द चैट बॉक्स कि एवरीथिंग इज वर्किंग फाइन और नॉट. ऑलराइट, just let me share the link. And then we will start proceeding. All right. Yes. Just let me share the link. आवाज perfectly आ रही है आप लोगों को? Okay, let's go. So today's lesson will be very super fast. Okay, I'll be just telling you the story, and you just have to answer the questions. Okay, so here I'm going to tell you the story first. Listen it very carefully. All right. कल हमने 10 secret rules देखे थे. Learn with your ears. You don't have to focus while your eyes. Just listen, listen, and listen, and try to give me answers. Okay. So there was a blind girl. Her name was Alia. She hated herself because she was blind. She hated herself very badly because she was blind. She hated everything and everyone except her loving boyfriend Sid. No matter what, he was always there for her. One day, Sid and Alia met each other at the Hanging Garden in Mumbai. They sat under the tamarind tree. Alia held his hand firmly, very tightly, and she rested her head on his shoulder. She said, "If I could see the world, I would marry you, Sid." Sid replied, and he said, "I promise you, Alia, one day you will see this beautiful world." One day, someone donated a pair of eyes to Alia. Then she could see everything, including her boyfriend. She woke up after the operation. The first thing she saw was her boyfriend. Said her boyfriend asked her, "Now you can see the world. Now you can see the world, my sweetheart. Would you marry me now?" The blind girl was shocked. She was surprised when she saw her boyfriend was blind too. And then she refused to marry him. She said, "I will not marry you." She refused him. Her boyfriend walked away in tears. Poor Sid. And 3 days later, he wrote a letter saying her, Please just take care of my eyes. So the moral of the story is human brain changes when status and priority changes. All right? So this is all. Now I'm going to ask you the question. All right? In the past tense. Today we are practicing past tense only. Try to program and try to answer every question in the past tense. All right? Try to write in the comments. Okay, try to guess. Okay, अपने ब्रेन को ना सिर्फ सुनने नहीं, मैंने जो कॉन्टेक्स्ट दिया है ना उसके ऊपर मैं आपको क्वेश्चंस पूछूंगा, वो आपने आंसर्स करने हैं. एंड दिस इज योर इंग्लिश माइंड ट्रेनिंग. ऑलराइट, आर यू रेडी? प्लीज टाइप रेडी इन द कमेंट, देन we'll go and type your name and from which city of India you are watching this video. Let me just know in the comment. Don't hold yourself. This is your chance to learn English with me. Voice is clear, business gan. All right. Nice to see you again. Where are you from? Business gan. Is this your, I think this is not your name, real name. ये आपका शायद ये YouTube का चैनल का नाम होगा. But tell me your name and your city. Write down in the comment and then we'll start. I promise you this session will be, this will be super powerful session for your brain. I promise you, as on a first day, that I would be speaking only in English. I know you can understand better. I know you can learn very faster. You just need correct method. All right. So this is we are going to do in this today's particular session. All right. Okay. If you are not, if you are not comfortable, then we'll start proceeding. Okay. Here we go. Who was Alia in the story? Come on, these are really very simple questions. Alia was a girl and she was a blind girl, right? She was a blind girl. Was she able to see? Was she able to see? No, that's right. No, she was blind. She was blind. Who was blind? Okay, Mohit, Haryana, Jakhal se ho aap. Okay, so try to write down the answers. Either you can just speak, right? All right, chaliye. So, who was Alia? Alia was a blind girl, right? She was a blind girl. Was she able to see the world? Was she able to see the world? No, she wasn't able to see the world. She was blind. Was she able to speak? Was she able to speak? Yes. Oh, well, yes. Yes. She was able to speak. Was she able to hear? Was she able to hear? Oh, well, yes. She was able to hear. Was she dumb? Was she dumb? No. She was not dumb. She was clever. She was clever girl. Was she ugly girl? Was she ugly? Was she looking good? Yes. She was beautiful girl. But she was blind. She was not able to see the world. What was her name? What was her name? Was her name Ria? Oh no, not Ria. Was her name Janelia? No, again, not Janelia, not Leah. All right, Ria. Her name was Alia. Right. Her name was Alia. Next question. Did she like herself in the beginning of the story? Did she like herself? Did she love herself? Did she like not being able to see the world? Did she like her blindness? No, she did not like. In the beginning of the story, she hated herself. Who hate herself? Who hated herself? The blind girl, Alia, hated herself. Why? Simple, that's right. Because she was blind. She was not able to see the world. That's why she hated herself. Okay? Why? Why didn't she like herself? थोड़ा सा ब्रेन को जो है ना वो थोड़ा सा प्रोसेस करने पर मजबूर करो. मैं जो ये जो सिंपल सिंपल बार बार क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहा हूं ना, इसका सिर्फ एक ही मकसद है कि ये जो करेक्ट सेंटेंसेस जो है ना वो एक एक दो दो वर्ड्स में आपके ब्रेन के अंदर वो प्रोसेस हो और वो आ जाए कॉन्टेक्सचुअल अवेयरनेस के साथ. ठीक है? सो डोंट होल्ड योरसेल्फ बैक, जस्ट से. ओके? इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल विथ राइटिंग देन राइट. सो व्हाई डिडंट शी लाइक हरसेल्फ? Because she was blind. She was blind. Who was the person? Who was the person that she loved? Who was that person? Did she love her parents? Oh, well, yes, probably yes. But in the story, she loved her boyfriend the most. All right? She loved more than her parents, her boyfriend, right? So, who was that person that Alia loved? Her boyfriend, right? And what was his name? What's his name? Amol? Oh, no, 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 no. His name was not Amol. Then, what was his name? His name was Sid. His name was Sid. Next question. Where did Alia and her boyfriend meet one day? Where did they meet? Did they meet in Kolkata? No, not in Kolkata. Did they meet in Bangalore? No, not in the Bangalore. Where? In Mumbai. All right. They met each other. Today, they meet. Yesterday, they met. And tomorrow, they will meet. Okay. आज हम इस स्टोरी को सिर्फ पास्ट टेंस के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देख रहे हैं. ऑलराइट. कल हम प्रेजेंट टेंस ट्राई करेंगे एंड देन उसके बाद हम फ्यूचर टेंस भी देखेंगे. ठीक है? सो where did Alia and her boyfriend meet one day? So they met each other in Mumbai at the Hanging Garden. What was the name of that garden? Hanging Garden. Right. Was it a Catley Garden? Was the garden's name Catley? No, it was not the Catley Garden. It was Hanging Garden. And where was the Hanging Garden? Hanging Garden was in the Mumbai. All right. So, next question. Where did they sit? Where did they sit? They sat under a big tamarind tree. Was it a small tamarind tree or was it a big, super big, huge tamarind tree? It was big. It was a huge tamarind tree. All right. They sat under the big tamarind tree. Who sat under the big tamarind tree? Who? Sid and Alia. That's right. Did they love each other? Did they love each other? Oh, well, yes. They loved each other. Right? So, they met each other at the Hanging Garden in Mumbai. Okay? They sat under the tree, the big tamarind tree, and she held his hand firmly. Okay, very tightly. Alia held his hand very tightly and firmly. Who held Sid's hand firmly? Who? Who? Alia. That's right. Alia held her boyfriend's hand very firmly, very tightly. Did she hold his hand very loosely? No, not loosely. Very firmly, very strongly. She held his hand. And where did they meet? They met at the Hanging Garden in Mumbai. Right? Did they sit under the big coconut tree? No, it was not a coconut tree. It was a tamarind tree. Imli ka ped tha, right? So, what kind of a tree did they sit under? What kind of a tree? They sat under the tamarind tree. Did they sit under the ficus tree? Did they sit under the ficus tree? क्या वो पीपल के या फिर क्या कहते हैं कि बरगद के पेड़ के नीचे बैठे थे वो? अमरूद अमरूद कहते हैं उसे, अमरूद या फिर पीपल का पेड़, यानी कि ficus tree. Did they sit under the ficus tree? No. They sat under the big tamarind tree. Okay? And okay, why I am asking you this question? Because I want you to narrate this story in your words without any translation. First, you have to prepare the story in the past tense, then present tense, and then later on, you're going to tell the story in the future tense. By doing this way, you are mastering yourself to speak correctly. Okay? और इसी तरीके से आपका सेंस ऑफ करेक्टनेस डेवलप होगा. Right. Are you ready for the next question? All right, here we go. What did Alia do when they sat under the tree? What did they do? Did they chat together? Probably yes. They chatted together. All right. And what exactly Alia did? She held Sid's hand very firmly. Who hold whose hand? Alia hold Sid's hand. Right? And she rested her head on his shoulder. Who rested on whose shoulder? Alia rested on Sid's shoulder. Right? She rested her head on his shoulder. Did Sid rested his shoulder on her head? Oh, no. That's not possible. Sid did not rested his shoulder, either his head on her shoulder. Right? Alia rested her head. She leaned on his shoulder. All right? Next question. Where did she rest her head? Come on, tell me. Where did she rest her head? On her lap? No, not on the lap. On his hand? On his hand? No, not on his hand. Where? On a shoulder, right? On shoulder. Next question. And she said, if I could see the world, I would marry you. अगर मैं ये दुनिया देख सकी ना किसी दिन, I will marry you, Sid. Right? So what was her wish? What was her wish? Was her wish to watch a movie? No. Not to watch a movie. Then what was her wish? Her wish was to see the world. Who want to see the world? The beautiful girl who was blind, the blind girl, wanted to see the world. Then what was her wish? Her wish was to see the beautiful world, see this beautiful world. And what did she exactly said? What did she said? She said, if I could see the world, I would marry you, Sid. Right? She said, holding his hand very tightly, very firmly. She rested her head on his shoulder and very romantically, she said, you know, if I could see the world, I would definitely marry you. This is my wish. All right. So what did she say? She said, if I could see the world, I would marry you. Okay. So did she love Sid? Well, yes. She loved Sid. Did Sid love her back? Oh, well, yes. He also loved her. Did they love each other? Oh, well, yes. They loved each other. Was she mean? Was she mean? Mean means matlabi, right? Was she mean? Oh, well, yes. She was mean. She was very mean, right? So, what was her wish? Her wish was to see this beautiful world. And then Sid said to her, with holding her hand very firmly, very tightly, very strongly, he replied, one day you will see this beautiful world, my sweetheart. I promise you. All right? He said that. What did he promise? What did he promise? He promised that one day you will see this beautiful world. Who promised to whom? Who promised to whom? That's right. Sid promised Alia. Why? Why did he promise? Why? Come on, guess. Simply because he loved her. Who loved her? Sid. Right. Why did he promise? Because she said, if I could see the world, I would marry you. And he wanted to marry her too. That's why he replied, he promised. And he said, one day you will definitely see this world. I promise you, my sweetheart. All right? Did Alia promise him that I would marry you? Oh, no, 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 no. She did not promise him. What did she say? She said, if I could see the world, then I would marry you. Right? And then her boyfriend promised, one day you are going to see this beautiful world. I promise you. All right? Then, what happened one day? Any guess? What happened one day? One day, someone donated a pair of eyes to Alia. Someone donated a pair of eyes to Alia. Who donated a pair of eyes to Alia? Sid. It was Sid who donated his eyes to Alia. All right? Did he donate one eye to her? No, not one eye. He donated a pair. He donated both. Right, yes. So he donated his both eyes to Alia. Did Alia donate her eyes to Sid? No, 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 no. Alia didn't. Sid. Sid donated. Sid donated his both eyes to Alia. Okay, then what did she receive in operation? What did she receive? Did she receive a gift? Did she receive an iPhone 15 Pro Max? No, not iPhone, not a gift, right? She received a pair of eyes. She received two eyes in the donation. Did she receive or did she donate? She received. She took. She did not give. She did not donated. She did not uh, uh, give give her eyes. She received. Okay, in the operation, right? And then the first thing she saw after the operation was her boyfriend. The first thing she noticed and she saw after exactly the operation was her boyfriend. Not the doctor, not her family members, not her parents, not mom and dad and sisters, not anyone. She saw her loving boyfriend, right? So, what was the first thing she saw after the operation? Her loving boyfriend, Sid. Who saw her loving boyfriend exactly after the operation? Who? Alia, right? Alia saw her boyfriend after the operation. Then her boyfriend Sid said, now you can see this beautiful world, my sweetheart. You can see the beautiful colors of the flowers. You can see the shining sun and bright sunny day. You can see the birds, right? So, would you marry me now? Will you marry me now? You said, if you could see the world, I would marry you, Sid. Now you can see the world. Now, will you marry me, Alia? He was down on his knees, hoping that she would marry him. But she refused him, right? So what did Sid ask her after her sight was restored? Hmm. What did he ask? He asked, now you can see the world. Would you marry me now? Right? After her sight was restored. Whose sight was restored? Whose vision was restored? Alia's sight. Alia's sight was restored. How? How was her sight restored? Now you have to explain. Let the answer come through your brain. All right? How? Sid donated his eyes, and then in the operation, her sight was restored. Her vision was restored. Was she able to see now? Oh, well, yes. She was able to see at that time. Right? Next question. Was Alia surprised? Was Alia, just a minute. Was Alia surprised when she saw her boyfriend? Oh, well, yes. She was surprised. She was shocked. Why was she shocked? Why was she surprised? Why? Because she saw her boyfriend was blind. And that was embarrassing for her. She hated herself being blind. When she saw her boyfriend was blind too, she was shocked and surprised. Was Sid shocked? No. He was not shocked. He was not surprised. He already knew. Who was shocked? Alia was shocked. Right? Alia was shocked and surprised. Okay. Then she refused to marry him. Who refused to marry him? Alia. Alia refused to marry him. Why? Why did she refuse to marry him? Why? Because he was blind. And he don't want to marry a blind person. Right? Did she agree to marry him? No. She refused him. She refused to marry him. She did not agree to marry him. What did her boyfriend do? What did he do when he was refused? He walked away in tears. He cried a lot. Who cried? And who walked away? Sid. Sid cried, "Oh my God, this insane mistake." Right? So Sid was heartbroken. Sid cried. Who was heartbroken? Who was broken heart? Or who was heartbroken? Both meaning same. Sid was broken heart. Why? Because her girlfriend refused him. Right? Did she know that Sid donated his eyes to her? No. She didn't know. I mean, after when he wrote a letter, she come to know that Sid was the one who had donated her eyes. Right? So, who donated his eyes? Sid donated his eyes. All right? Now, the next question. Then he walked away in tears. Did he dance away in tears? क्या वो रोते रोते डांस करते हुए गया? नहीं. He walked away in tears. Did he run away? क्या वो भाग गया वहां से? No. He did not run away. He walked away. Who walked away? Sid walked away. And why did he walk away? Why did he walk away? Because he donated his eyes to Alia. Because he wanted to marry her. And she refused to marry him. That's why he walked away in tears. Next question. Then 3 days later, he wrote a letter to Alia saying, "Just please take care of my eyes." Right? How long did it take him to write a letter? How long? 3 days. Did he take 4 days to write a letter? No, not 4 days. Did he take a week to write a letter? No, not a week. It took 3 days. 3 days to write a letter. Why? Why did it take 3 days to write just simple 2 lines? Just take care of my eyes. Because he was blind. He was blind. And how did he write? With his blood. With his blood. Did he write it with the pen and paper? No, not with the pen. He wrote with his blood. All right? And how did he write? How did he write? Oh, well, exactly right. He wrote with his blood. Right. And how long did it take to write him a letter? 3 days. All right? 3 days. Next question. And what did the letter say? What did he write in the letter? Hmm. He said, the letter said, just take care of my eyes, dear. Please look after my eyes. Don't cry. They are my eyes. Please take care of my eyes. What was written in the letter? Just take care of my eyes. Who wrote just take care of my eyes in the letter? Who wrote? Sid wrote. Sid wrote in the letter, just take care of my eyes. Did he WhatsApp her? No, 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 no. He didn't send a WhatsApp message to her. He wrote a letter. And how did he write a letter? He wrote a letter with his blood. And what was written in the letter? Just please take care of my eyes, dear. Right? Why? Why did she want to see the world? Come on, give me an answer. Why did she want to see the world? Because she was blind. Who want to see the world? Alia want to see the world. All right. How did she feel about her boyfriend? How did she feel after the operation? She was shocked and she was surprised. Right? Was she happy after the operation? Oh, well, yes, she was happy. And why was she happy? Because her sight was restored. She was able to see the world. That's why she was very happy. And how did her boyfriend react to her refusal? How did Sid react? How he reacted to her refusal? He walked away in tears. वो रोते रोते वहां से चला गया. Right? Was he broken heart? Well, yes. Did he love her from the bottom of his heart? Oh, well, yes. Right. He loved her so much. He loved her from the bottom of his heart. Did Alia love him back? Oh, well, no. She was a mean girl. She just pretended that she loved him. Right? So, why did he write a letter? Why? What was the reason he wrote a letter? Because he wanted to express his feeling. He wanted to express, he wanted to show his feelings. And he wanted to take care of his eyes. That's why he wrote a letter. He wrote a letter. How did she feel after the operation? She felt surprised and shocked. Did she like being able to see the world? Or did she like being blind? She liked being see the world, right? She did not like being blind. Now, what was the main lesson of the story? What do you learn? The main lesson of the story is our perspectives and our priorities gets changed when the circumstances change. जैसे हमारा स्टेटस और हमारी प्रायोरिटी चेंज हो जाती है ना, वैसे हमारा माइंड चेंज हो जाता है, या फिर जैसे हमारा माइंड चेंज हो जाता है वैसे हमारी प्रायोरिटी भी चेंज हो जाती है. राइट? पैसा आने के बाद लोग बदल जाते हैं क्योंकि उनकी प्रायोरिटी चेंज होती है, उनका पर्सपेक्टिव चेंज होता है. दिस इज द मेन lesson of the story. So what can you learn from the story? Now you have to write it down, okay? यू हैव टू राइट इट डाउन इन द कमेंट, और जो मैंने आपको नोटबुक बनाने के लिए कही थी उसमें भी आप लिख सकते हो. एंड रिमेंबर, यू हैव टू राइट द स्टोरी इन द पास्ट टेंस. अब ये होमवर्क आपके लिए है. अगर आपको होमवर्क प्रिंटेड नोट्स में चाहिए तो मैं आपको नीचे एक व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप की लिंक दे रहा हूँ, उसमें आप ज्वाइन हो जाइए. ठीक है, जहाँ पर आपको जो होमवर्क की जो शीट है वो आपको प्रोवाइड करूँगा मैं. अगर आपको वो नहीं भी मिली तो आपने होमवर्क के तौर पर क्या करना है, इंफॉर्मेशन को रिकॉल करो, स्टोरी को विजुअलाइज करो. क्या आप उस स्टोरी को बोल सकते हो अपने वर्ड्स में? बेशक आपसे पहले गलतियां होगी, पहला या दूसरा दिन है, ठीक है, तो आपसे गलतियां होने के चांसेस ज्यादा है. लेकिन क्या आप लिख सकते हो या नहीं? अगर नहीं लिख सकते हो, यू नीड टू लिसन इट मोर टाइम. प्रॉब्ली 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 15, आई डोंट नो कितनी बार, वो आपके अंडरस्टैंडिंग लेवल पर डिपेंड है. बट आपका सिर्फ एंड गोल यही होना चाहिए कि आपको ये स्टोरी किसी और को आप इंग्लिश में बोल पाए. किसी और को छोड़ो, आप खुद एक वीडियो बनाना है अपने आप के लिए. ठीक है, शूट द वीडियो and it goes like, there was a blind girl, her name was Arya, and she was a blind girl and she hated everything and everyone. Just she loved her boyfriend Sid, and one day they met each other at the hanging garden in Mumbai, and blah 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 blah. Right, जैसे स्टोरी आप बोलोगे, बताओगे, जो रिकॉर्ड करोगे ना, उसको आप देखो. और जब आप वो वीडियो देखोगे ना, तो आपको पहले तो बड़ा एम्बैरसिंग फील होगा, बड़ी गंदी फीलिंग आएगी, अरे ऐसा बोलता हूं मैं, इतना गंदा. और फिर आपको अंदर से जो बूस्ट, वो जो कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा कि अरे यार, मैं इससे बेहतर कर सकता हूं. और वो जो कॉन्फिडेंस है ना, वो कॉन्फिडेंस आपका ड्राइविंग फोर्स बनेगा. ठीक है, हमारा जो चौथा रूल था, लर्न डीपली, टोटली एंड कंप्लीटली. आपको ये स्टोरी 3-4 दिनों तक, आई मीन मैं तो सजेस्ट करूंगा 7 दिनों तक आपने स्टडी करनी है. आई नो ये वीडियो काफी मतलब इतना एंगेजिंग नहीं होता है, राइट, तो इसका एक ऑडियो वर्जन जो है वो आपको मिल जाएगा. देवा, ऐसी ज्यादा हो गया. ठीक है, तो तबीयत थोड़ी खराब हो गई. आपने क्या करना है, उस लेसन को रिकॉर्ड करना है. उसके बाद आपने देखना है, ठीक है, कि आप क्या मिस्टेक्स कर रहे हो, क्या नहीं कर रहे हो. देखो, क्योंकि अगर चाहते हो कि कोई आपको रेक्टिफाई करे, तो रेक्टिफाई करना एक अच्छी क्या कहते हैं कि ये ट्रिक नहीं है. मैं बहुत सारे टीचर ट्रेनर को देखता हूँ कि वो ओवर करेक्ट करते हैं, अननेसेसरी. फिर इससे क्या होता है कि स्टूडेंट्स के माइंड में एक परसेप्शन बन जाता है कि हाँ यार, मुझे कोई करेक्ट करने वाला होगा ना, तो ही मैं इंग्लिश बोलना सीख सकता हूँ. भाई साहब देखो, अगर आप इंग्लिश बोलना चाह रहे हो, बोलोगे, और आप चाहते हो कि मेरी मिस्टेक्स को कोई रेक्टिफाई करे, तो मरते दम तक आप इतनी गलतियां करोगे, इतनी गलतियां करोगे ना, कि आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा. और हर गलती को रेक्टिफाई किया नहीं जा सकता. तो इसके लिए बेस्ट है कि आप अपने अंदर से वो सेंस ऑफ करेक्टनेस जो है ना, उसको आप जगाओ. और ये कैसे होगा, वीडियो बनाने से पहले आप 3 बार पास्ट टेंस में स्टोरी को लिखो. देन ट्राई टू राइट इन द प्रेजेंट टेंस एंड देन गो फॉर द फ्यूचर टेंस. फ्यूचर टेंस तो बहुत इजी है. वो जो सर्वाइवल इंग्लिश है ना, वो आपको ऐसे ऐसे आ जाएगी. राइट, अगर आपके कोई सवाल हो तो आप मुझे पूछ सकते हैं. सर, ऑडियो वर्जन कहाँ मिलेगा? बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हो सर आप, थैंक यू सो मच. रोमी, ऑल राइट, ऑल राइट, थैंक यू, इट्स एन ऑनर फॉर मी. बहुत कम लोगों को ये चीज़ समझ में आ रही है. हालांकि कम सब्सक्राइबर देख के लोग हल्के में ले रहे हैं तुम्हारे भाई को, लेकिन आई प्रॉमिस यू दैट आप लोगों को भी ये बड़ा प्राउड फील होगा कि जो पहला जो लेसन था, तो उसमें पहला पहला जो स्टूडेंट था ना, वो मैं था. ऑलराइट, एंड आई विल नेवर फॉरगेट यू गाइस, बिजनेस गैन एंड रोमी. यस, तो इसका इसका ऑडियो वर्जन जो है ना, वो वैसे तो मैंने लेसन में बना रखा है, लेकिन आप व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप को ज्वाइन करिए, जिसमें आपको वर्कबुक भी मिलेगा और जिसमें आपको MP3 जो लेसन है वो भी मिलेंगे। वीडियोस मैं ज़्यादा प्रेफर नहीं करता हूँ, इसीलिए जो कोर्स बनाया है ना मैंने, वो ऑडियो MP3 कोर्स है, क्योंकि जब आप वीडियो देखते हो ना तो यू हैव टू स्टेयर, ओके, आपको देखना पड़ता है। अगर आपको किसी ने आवाज़ दिया, फिर कोई डिस्टर्बेंस हो गया ना, तो फिर वो वीडियो आगे चला जाएगा और फिर नहीं कर सकते, मतलब वो फोकस नहीं कर सकते हो। इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट, जैसे हम गाने सुनते हैं ना, वैसे आपने क्या करना है, सिर्फ हेडफोन्स लगाने हैं एंड जस्ट गो फॉर द वॉक, ओके। लेसन्स अगर आप सिर्फ बैठकर सुनोगे या फिर सोते वक्त सुनोगे ना, तो ये जाएगा नहीं आपके अंदर, ठीक है। साइकोलॉजी इज 90% ऑफ योर सक्सेस, ओनली 10% इज द मेथड, और उसमें से 1% सिर्फ टीचर ट्रेनर है। आपको अगर इंग्लिश आनी है ना, तो इसका जिम्मेदार मैं नहीं हूं, 99% आप हो। सो जब आपकी बॉडी एनर्जेटिक फील हो, जब आप मोटिवेटेड फील करो, तब आपने स्टडी करना है। फिर वो 15-15, 20-20 मिनट के सेशन ही क्यों ना हो, लेकिन दिन में आपने 1 घंटा देना है। याद रखो, अगर आप सिर्फ और सिर्फ इस वीडियो को 1 घंटा अगर आप डेली देखोगे और आप ये सोचोगे कि मुझे इंग्लिश आएगी, नहीं, ये नहीं होगा। इस 1 घंटे के अलावा आप आपकी लाइफ में इंग्लिश में कैसा इमर्स करते हो, उस पर डिपेंड है कि कितने जल्दी आप सीखोगे। अगर आप पैशनेट हो तो इसका MP3 वर्जन, जस्ट प्लग इन योर हेयरफोन, ओके, गो फॉर द वॉक, गो फॉर द जिम एंड जस्ट प्लग इन करिए, और उसके बाद जो भी मैं क्वेश्चंस आपको पूछ रहा हूं ना, उसके आंसर्स देने का ट्राई करिए। हो सकता है आज आपके जो आंसर्स है ना, वो 1 या फिर 2 वर्ड्स में ही आए हो, लेकिन तीसरे चौथे दिन आपने वो फुल सेंटेंसेस, वो ऑटोमेटिकली आते हैं। आपका ब्रेन ऑटोमेटिकली इसी तरीके से प्रोग्राम हो जाएगा। ऑलराइट, सो अगर आप लोगों के कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो आप मुझे पूछ सकते हो। आज का जो क्लास है वो लगभग 45 मिनट का ही क्लास, ठीक है। ज़्यादा लंबा नहीं खींचेंगे हम, डेली 1 घंटा अगर खींचेंगे तो मेरा मानना है कि हम किसी भी चीज़ पर फोकस जो है ना, वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ 17 मिनट तक कर सकते हैं। एज अ स्टूडेंट आप हो गए, या फिर कोई भी इंसान कुछ काम कर रहा है ना, तो वो 17 मिनट तक फोकस्ड होके काम कर सकता है। मैं बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट को देखता हूँ ना क्लास में, 17 मिनट तक पहले लेक्चर में वो ऐसा एकदम एनर्जेटिक पावरफुल में, 18वें मिनट में उनका हाथ ऐसा आ जाता है, फिर दूसरा हाथ ऐसा आ जाता है। कुछ बच्चे तो फिर ऐसे हाथ पीछे करके बैठ जाते हैं, लड़कियां फिर वो मेहंदी वगैरह वो निकालने लगती है। साक्षात ब्रह्मदेव ने भी आकर नीचे पढ़ाया ना, तो अंदर कुछ नहीं जाएगा, जाता ही नहीं है, ठीक है। समझो, इस अपने ब्रेन को समझो। आपको कंटिन्यूसली 1 घंटा देने की भी जरूरत नहीं है। अगर आप फोकस रहना चाहते हो, इफेक्टिव प्रोडक्टिव रहना चाहते हो, यू डोंट नीड एक्स्ट्रा टाइम, यू जस्ट नीड फोकस्ड टाइम। 20-20 मिनट के 3 सेशन करो, फोकस्ड रहो, एनर्जेटिक रहो। अगर कोई स्टूडेंट अगर क्या कहते हैं कि टायर्ड है, बोर्ड है, वो बस अपने बेंच में बैठा है, उसकी एनर्जी ड्रेन होते जा रही है, तो और वो इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं है, बस वही बोरिंग ग्रामर रूल पढ़ रहे हैं, तो क्या वो पढ़ पाएगा? बिल्कुल नहीं। स्टोरी लर्निंग एंड स्टोरी लर्निंग की टेलिंग की जो मेथड है ना, ये पावरफुल है, और ये इंटरेस्टिंग इसीलिए तो बनाई है। हर लेसन सेट इंटरेस्टिंग है, और एक लेसन हमें कितने 3-4-5 दिन 7 दिन तो पढ़ना है, उसके बाद नया लेसन सेट। एक नए लेसन सेट में नई वोकैबुलरी, नया एक्सपीरियंस, नया विजुअलाइजेशन, और उसके साथ नए वर्ड्स आपके ब्रेन में स्टिक होते जाएंगे। धीरे धीरे आपका ब्रेन जो है ना, वो उन वर्ड्स को सेंटेंसेस में ढालने लगेगा, धीरे धीरे। कोई जरूरत नहीं है आपको ग्रामर स्टडी करने की। आज तो हमने सिर्फ पास्ट टेंस देखा, ठीक है। इसके बाद हम कल देखेंगे प्रेजेंट टेंस, ऑलराइट, एंड उसके बाद हम देखेंगे फ्यूचर टेंस, ऑलराइट। So I hope you liked the video. If you have any doubt, query, question, let me know in the comment box, let me know in the chat box, and I will love to help you. I love helping serious students. And yes, share this video to other who want to learn English. अपने दोस्त, फैमिली, फ्रेंड्स, उनको शेयर करिएगा, अवेयर करिएगा कि ग्रामर स्टडी करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, लूप में फंसने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है। सिंपल, ईजी, इंटरेस्टिंग मेथड से आप इंग्लिश बोलना सीख सकते हो। बिलीव मी जिंदगी भर वो लोग आपका शुक्रगुजार रहेंगे. All right. So with being said that, I wish you very all the best. Good night, and I'll see you soon in tomorrow's live class. Till then, bye bye.